just came from hurricanes.
Hurricanes? Which one?
The one in Jensen.
The one in Jensen? Okay. How much alcohol did you have to drink?
2 beers.
2 beers? Okay. Because your eyes are red and then
No, because
bloodshot
I've been
and
crying.
I mean, it reeks of an alcoholic beverage.
Imagine getting pulled over for a DUI and instead of owning up, you flip the narrative, claiming the officer is obsessed with you. Sounds insane, right? That's exactly what happened in today's episode. From wild accusations to over-the-top drama, this woman's delusion turns a simple arrest into an unforgettable spectacle of entitlement gone rogue.
No.
Arresting you?
No.
That's the only thing I've done. Pulled you over and arrested you. So if you're not talking about that, I don't know what you're referring to.
Really?
Yeah.
I want them to know.
Know what? I don't know what you're talking about unless you tell me.
What will happen when her fantasy collides with cold, hard reality? Buckle up for one of the most bizarre police encounters yet. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe Cops Nick for your daily dose of jaw-dropping chaos. On the night of January 26, 2024, police initiated a traffic stop after observing Cole driving erratically, speeding over 15 mph above the limit, and swerving dangerously between lanes without signaling. The driver, identified as Kristen, was pulled over and questioned.
On January 26, 2024, police initiated a traffic stop after noticing a vehicle driving erratically.
Hello.
I already know.
You what? What do you mean you already know? 177 Route 294. What's going on tonight? The reason, well, let me explain it to you. The reason I'm stopping you is I'm in the left lane. You fly past me, going at least 15 over, get in front of me, cut me off. You start swerving left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right, inside and outside your lane. You almost hit the center median. Okay, we're coming all the way up here. You keep drifting back out of your lane and back into it. We come up to the light here at Indian and US 1. You swerve quick into the left lane. And the light turns green.
Jesus, really?
Yeah, when the light turns green, you floor it out of the intersection like you're in a race. And at that point, when you turned, I stopped you. So, what's going on? Why are you driving like that? Well, talk to me. What's going on? Tell me what's going on. Is something going on? Okay, what? Do you have your license on you? Can you get that for me? Do you have any weapons in the car?
No.
Can you get me your license, registration, and insurance, please? What are you crying for?
Because I'm embarrassed. What else?
The registration and insurance? Where are you coming from?
I just came from hurricanes.
Hurricanes? Which one?
The one in Jensen.
The one in Jensen? Okay. How much alcohol did you have to drink?
2 beers.
2 beers? Okay. Because your eyes are red and
No, because
bloodshot
I've been
and
crying.
I mean, it reeks of an alcoholic beverage. I mean,
Yeah.
really strong. Okay. So all you had was 2 beers?
Oh no, you can call my big.
No, I'm asking you. That's what you
Yes,
just said.
sir.
Okay. Registration and insurance is what I was asking for.
Oh.
Is the car registered to you?
Yes, sir. Oh. I don't have it.
Okay. Do you know if it has valid insurance? Can you at least get that? Maybe on your phone, or can you at least check your phone maybe for insurance?
Oh, I 100% has sex. It has. Hold on.
177, sir. You didn't update my 20, did you? I'm sorry, big commerce. Union. Can you pull up your insurance for me?
Yes, sir.
First, Kristen's behavior behind the wheel violated Florida Statute 316.183, which prohibits driving at unlawful speeds, and Florida Statute 316.192, which addresses reckless driving. Penalties for speeding can include fines ranging from $200 to $500, depending on the extent of the violation, along with points added to the driver's license. Reckless driving, classified as a criminal offense, can lead to fines up to $500 and imprisonment of up to 90 days for a first offense. Upon approaching Kristen's vehicle, Officers noticed signs of intoxication, including slurred speech, red eyes, and the smell of alcohol. Kristen admitted to drinking 2 beers earlier that evening.
17702, can you run the RO? Kristen. Why don't you hop out, walk back to my car while you keep looking, okay?
I'm not gonna do the whole
26.
thing.
The whole what?
Like, I'm not well.
You're not well? What does that mean? You going through, do you have a medical emergency? Let's go back here.
No.
Let's go back
not
here.
medical emergency. Where?
Like on the right side of my car when you're out of the road. That way you're not sitting there. Well, what do you mean you're going through something? Okay, Mrs. or Miss? Are you married? No, Miss. Okay. So, you were intoxicated from drinking alcohol. All right, very obvious. I know you said you had 2 beers. The way that you're behaving, walking, your eyes, the way that you were driving, I think you had a little bit more than 2 beers. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you to do is perform some roadside tests to determine your sobriety. Okay? You're saying no? Okay. Do you understand that? And I'm not trying to coerce you either direction, obviously, but if you say no to doing the roadside tests, I have to base my decision off of what I've seen so far.
I understand.
Okay? Only off of what I've seen so far. So are you still saying you don't want to do them?
No, because of what happened. So no.
What is that? What happened? You're not talking to me. What happened? Have you been arrested for DUI before?
Never.
Never? So what are you talking about? Are you having some kind of medical emergency? Why else would you be acting like this?
Like what?
You're driving, your eyes, the odor. Why else would this be going on? Are you diabetic?
No, I'm
Do you take
not
any
denying
medication?
it.
Do you take any medication for anything?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you have any medical conditions you want to make me aware of? With your
Doesn't matter.
eyes or walking, anything? Okay. So you don't want to perform any tests for me?
I'm sorry.
You don't want to perform any tests for me?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Put your phone down. Chains on your back. You're under arrest for DUI.
Gentlemen. Copy.
Well, you can't even walk back to the car without falling around.
I didn't. What do you mean? I can't.
Oh, I forgot. I have level on.
Based on her erratic driving and physical demeanor, she was charged with DUI under Florida Statute 316.193. A first offense DUI can result in fines ranging from $500 to $1,000, mandatory completion of DUI school, a license suspension of 180 days to 1 year, and up to 6 months in jail if no aggravating factors are present. When officers requested that Kristen perform field sobriety tests to assess her level of impairment, she refused, citing personal reasons. Her refusal, combined with the observations made by officers, led to her arrest.
I was trying to turn them, but she's not.
Oh, I'll do anything.
Are they too
you
tight?
want. Oh no. Okay, it's okay. What do you want me to do?
Hold on. I'm gonna loosen it for
I'll
you.
do anything you want.
Well, she moved it when I put it in, so it changed the angle. Oh, hold on. Put your hand back. Put your hand back.
You're good.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. When you moved it a little bit,
Okay.
the cuff it got at a weird angle. I don't want you to be uncomfortable with it on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
James, we start a tow for this yet?
He did.
Oh, okay, perfect.
We'll get your phone. Do you have anything on you? Do you have
What do you mean?
Do you have anything illegal on you or anywhere on your person? Because we're not going to search you. Okay, I understand that if you
I
do
don't-
and you take it into the jail, you have anything illegal, any illegal substances or anything like that, can you walk back
It's
here with me?
okay. Yes, sir. Where do I go?
We're going to go right here. Right back here. Okay. I'm going to unlock it for you.
Okay.
I want you to sit down, okay?
Can you give me a sec?
Yeah, just take your turn.
Okay.
Just sit down, swing your feet in. I'll grab your phone.
Okay.
Is your wallet in the car?
I don't have a wallet.
You don't have one? Okay.
No.
Anything in the car?
You just want your ID and your phone? Is that okay?
Okay, I have a Louis Vuitton.
You want that?
Do you guys know what that is?
Your purse? Is it a bag or a purse? I'm not going to bring a full size.
$5,000.
I'm not going to bring a full bag with you to the jail. If it's a purse, sure. But they're not going to take
It's like
it.
a purse, I think, right? It's like a handbag.
Swing your feet in.
Yes,
We'll do it.
sir.
We'll take a look at it.
James, could you... You're BTO, right?
It's like this.
Are you BTO or no?
Yeah.
Can you read or imply consent for me when you get a chance? No, I'm not bringing that to the jail. What's that?
Yep. What are the cars? The guy who lives in the car.
Station? No, I don't have one. Do you have one? The camera's on now, so...
Do you like what you see, how they're treating me?
What's that? Who's treating you? You gonna answer me, or how's who treating you? Okay, well, I'm not gonna have a staring contest with you.
So you're okay with it then?
I don't know what you're referring to. You're not explaining what you're asking me. No? Alright, we're back to square one.
Miss Kristen? Right? Is it Miss Kristen? Am I pronouncing that correctly?
He's talking to you now.
Miss Kristen? Can you look at me for a second? So I'm going to be one talking to you just for a couple minutes, okay? So can you acknowledge the fact that your name is Kristen? Okay, would you like me to stand over here so I can make eye contact with you? Miss Kristen, hello. Trying to introduce myself, trying to have a conversation with you. Just trying to explain to you the process. Well, we have 8 minutes, and so. Miss Kristen. Miss Kristen, can you look at me for a second? Miss Kristen, I'm trying to explain something to you so this process can be a little bit more simple for you. So can you look at me so you can acknowledge the fact that I'm talking to you, please?
Refusing field sobriety tests, while not a separate offense, often bolsters officers' grounds for arrest under Florida Statute 316.1939. Moreover, refusing chemical or breathalyzer tests under Florida's implied consent law, Florida Statute 316.1932, results in an automatic 1-year driver's license suspension for a first offense, and 18 months for subsequent refusals. It also carries a misdemeanor charge punishable by fines and up to 6 months in jail.
I'm looking at him.
Okay.
Because he knows what really happened.
Okay. But I don't know what happened, so I want you to just have a conversation with me and just try to forget about Officer Tyson for 2 minutes, okay? Acknowledge the fact that I'm talking to you and I'm talking to Kristen Clinton, please. Okay. So
I'm not going to recognize what really.
Okay, so look, I'm only here as a breath test operator, okay? So I'm the operator that's going to breath test if you choose to submit to a breath test, okay? I'm going to explain to you the process of how a breath test works. If you can look at me and we can get through it, and then you can ask Officer Tyson any other questions that you have about what's going on. But I want to explain the process so we can speed this up for you. All I want you to do right now is just look at me, forget that he's in the room, and just focus on me for right now. Can you do that for me, please? That's all I'm asking you to do. I'm not asking you to run a marathon. I'm not asking you to do 100 jumping jacks. I just want you to acknowledge the fact that I'm talking to you right now. Is that possible? Okay.
We can talk about it after. We can talk about everything that you want to talk about after. All right?
But for right now, since I'm going to be the one administering the breath test, I just want to give you a little rundown on how it's going to go so you know that everything is sanitary and that you're not being, you're not having any equipment that's being reused. So that's what I want to explain to you. So when the opportunity comes, Officer Tyson is going to ask you a couple questions, okay? And then you're going to answer those questions. But if for example, if you are going to submit to the breath test, you're going to get 2 brand new mouthpieces that are unopened. The opportunity to give those breath tests, if you
Why are
choose
you
to,
doing this?
okay, they're gonna be, okay. You're gonna take a nice deep
Why
breath
are you
in,
doing this?
and it's gonna be like blowing up a balloon. I'm gonna demonstrate what it looks like to you.
Why
Okay.
are you doing this?
I already explained it to you. Listen to him.
Okay. So you're gonna create a nice tight seal. It's gonna be a consistent breath. Once you're gonna hear an audible tone, and when you hear that audible tone, I want you to just keep blowing into the mouthpiece, just like I demonstrated. I understand that you might be fed up with Officer Tyson, but I'm just trying to acknowledge the fact that you understand the procedures and just what I just explained to you. Do you understand everything that I just explained to
Why are
you?
you doing this? I wasn't listening. I can't believe you're doing this.
We'll go over it again, if need be. Okay.
You got 3 minutes.
Why are you doing this?
Why am I doing what?
You know.
Arresting you?
No.
Well, that's the only thing I've done. Pulled you over and arrested you. So if you're not talking about that, I don't know what you're referring to.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't want them to know.
Know what? I don't know what you're talking about unless you tell me. Stopping you?
Pardon?
Stopping you? In your car? Why did I do that?
Oh, goodness. No.
Handcuffing you? Arresting you? Taking you here? Any of that ring a bell? No?
Why did you...
I tried to understand what you're saying and you're going in a loop. So I don't know what to tell you.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
I didn't do anything wrong, so that's fine. Everything that we have interacted up to this whole point has been recorded with audio and visual.
I know.
Currently in here.
And right now. So
I already know that. That's why I've been so good.
So what am I going to get in trouble for? Excellent talk.
I didn't like what I had to do to...
Okay, so this is something that happened prior to me stopping you then? Ah.
Oh,
What?
Jesus.
When you were at Hurricanes? Yeah. Well then how would I know anything about that?
So why would you know I was at Hurricanes?
Well,
Because you've been
because I asked
stalking me.
you
But
said...
I've already been saying, no, you can't have me.
Okay, that's where we're going with this. Gotcha. Okay. Well, everything's been recorded on body camera this entire time, so I'm not worried
I
about it.
already know.
Okay. But if you doubt it, then when you get out of here, eventually you can subpoena or ask for the, you don't have to. Public record, actually, the body camera. You can watch the whole thing.
So cute.
Okay. Now do you understand, now that I answered your question, do you understand what he was telling you?
No.
No? Are you going to listen this time around?
We'll go over it again.
You have been harassing me.
It's like 30 more seconds, yeah.
Correct instrument. But it's fine. It has to go through a minute warm up.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Correct instrument.
Alright, we're going to read you the same thing that we read to you on the side of the road. Are you ready?
At the police station, Kristen was repeatedly given opportunities to submit to a breath test. Officers explained the process clearly and outlined the legal implications of refusal. Despite this, Kristen refused to comply, invoking her right to counsel, which does not apply in the case of evidentiary breath tests.
Okay. I'm now requesting that you submit to a lawful...
Oh, you're so sad.
I'm now requesting that you submit to a lawful test of your breath for the purpose of determining its alcohol content. Will you take the test? I am now requesting that you submit to a lawful test of your breath for the purpose of determining its alcohol content. Will you take the test?
Will you?
I'm asking, will you take the
I'm
test?
wondering if you will.
I'm not under this for you. I'm asking you if you will take the breath test.
I think
Yes or
I
no?
need a lawyer. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
If you're saying no, I have to read you the second part. Okay?
Okay.
If you refuse to take the test I have requested, your driving privilege will be suspended for a period of 1 year for your first refusal, or 18 months if you've already been suspended refusing to submit to a
Never
lawful
in a
test.
million.
Okay? Additionally, if you refuse to take this test I have requested of you, and if your driving privilege has been previously suspended or you've been previously fined for refusal to submit lawful test of your breath, urine, or blood, you will be committing a misdemeanor in addition to any other penalties which can be imposed by the law, is admissible into evidence in any criminal proceeding. Do you still refuse to submit to the test? So you're saying yes, so take the test, or no, you're not going to take it?
No.
No, you're not going to take it?
No.
Okay.
So I'm not trying to interject into Officer Tyson's case. Did you understand everything that he read to you?
No.
Yeah, read it again. Sure.
I don't know what's going
Okay.
on.
Okay.
I think
So in
he
simpler terms-
doesn't like that
Okay. So I'm going to explain to you in simpler terms, because I'm not involved with the case, but I am the officer
He
that's
doesn't
going
like
to...
that I said no to him.
Okay. I'm not worried about what happened. Easier for you to understand. Just so you can clearly understand the choice that you have. And the choice that he, or the question that he is asking you has to come from you, cannot come from legal you directly. It cannot come from any legal representation. It cannot come from anyone else that you choose to try to ask.
What cannot come from that?
The answer that he is the
Okay.
So he asked you, are you willing to submit to a lawful test of your breath for the purpose of determining its alcohol content? Do you understand what he's asking you?
Not 100%.
Okay. So what Officer Tyson is asking you is you to submit to a lawful and scientific test through a Intoxilizer 8000, which is a scientific instrument that reads used to provide a sample into the Intoxilizer. It will give us a reading of if you have any alcohol in your system.
That's a real thing now? A toxilizer?
It's been a thing for many years now. It's been probably around almost as long as I've been alive. I'm going to ask you again in just simpler terms. Are you willing to submit to the test to determine the blood alcohol content that you have in your body? Yes or no?
No, sir.
Okay, no, okay.
But tell me about that. Is that really true? Why don't we have a movie?
I don't work in TV production or cinematic production.
Because I watch movies all the time. I can't believe this is a real thing. Did you know that's a real thing?
Okay. So then he asked you, will you take the test? And you stated that because it's not available to you to.
But I thought that was illegal, like.
Because the breath test is evidentiary, and that is why. So, because the investigation is still going on.
Did I do a breath test?
No, that's why he's requesting you submit to one right now.
I said no.
Okay, so. Or second refusal if you want to document it. But you said that you didn't understand implied consent. Is that correct?
I'm so confused about what you guys are doing.
Okay.
You're talking about movies.
I'm not talking about this, and I said no because I don't know if there's anything
But
cinematic.
what you were saying, it sounds like a movie.
It's
wasn't
not.
a movie?
It's not. It's actually written on a.
No, you started saying stuff that was like a movie.
I'm breaking it down into simpler terms for you, but this is actually
Okay, so you did not say exactly what was saying that. You were talking about a
Tyson is now requesting that you submit to a lawful test of your breath for the purpose of determining its alcohol content. The reason why I am reading this to you is maybe you can understand me, because right now I don't think a quarrel with him, but that's totally fine. Okay.
No.
So
I already let that go, didn't I?
So with the request,
I was already saying.
Just list. Great. Then just listen.
I already let that.
Okay. So
I let that go.
Okay. So now to the fact that Officer Tyson is requesting that you submit to a lawful test of your breath, are you willing to take the test for him? Did you understand implied consent? Did you understand the paragraph that he read to you?
No, I didn't understand that.
So I'm going to read it to you, and this is what I
already said everything's okay, right?
Listen.
We're not
Sure,
not mad at each
No,
other.
I'm never mad at you. We're good.
Everything's okay.
Okay, so I just want you to
Everything's
listen.
okay. It's
Very good.
okay.
Okay,
We're not mad at each other.
Okay, that's fine, but I've observed that you were.
Under Florida law, refusal to submit to a breath test can be used as evidence against the defendant in court and may lead to additional penalties, including mandatory DUI school and extended license suspensions. Kristen was charged with DUI, unlawful speed, and failure to obey lane change signals. For these violations, she was sentenced to 1 year of probation, a 6-month suspension of her driver's license, mandatory attendance in DUI school, and 50 hours of community service.
Not listening to Officer Tyson, so that's why I'm stepping in and seeing if you will listen to me.
Well, I was a little mad at you.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
You can just read the paragraph.
Right?
Okay.
Did we get
If you
over
refuse,
it?
we did. Yes, I was never mad at you. We're good. Listen.
Okay.
If you refuse to take the test I have requested of you, your driving privilege will be suspended for a period of 1 year for a first or urine. Additionally, if you refuse to take the test I have requested of you, and if your driving privilege has been previously suspended,
What are you doing now?
or if you fixing my handcuffs because they're dirty, right?
That's
Privilege has been previously suspended, or if you've been previously fined for refusal to submit to a lawful test of your breath, urine, or blood, you will be committing a misdemeanor. In addition, Miss Clayton,
yes.
they're handcuffs. Okay?
What is that thing right there?
You will be committing a misdemeanor in addition to any other penalties which can be imposed by law. Refusal to submit, Miss Clayton.
Yes.
Refusal to submit to the test I have requested is admissible into evidence in any criminal proceeding. Miss Clayton.
I wasn't listening. Can you show me what you were doing? Can you show me what you did right there?
Okay, Ms. Clayton, you're getting to the point where now you're playing games, and I'm trying.
Not me to play
Investigation
games.
here.
I'm sorry. I thought it was a little sexy. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I didn't mean to play games. Can you just
Listen,
show me what you did?
this is the last
though?
time we're going to go through this.
Can you just
They were hooked on it so they wouldn't fall. It's not that complicated.
And then that just hangs on there?
Yeah, can I read it to you again?
Okay, yes,
Okay,
I'll
excellent.
pay attention.
Okay, excellent.
Okay.
Okay? I'm
Okay,
requesting that you
yes.
submit to a lawful test of your breath for the purpose of determining its alcohol content. Okay? Will you
Okay,
take
so we're gonna.
test?
I think my lawyer would say no.
Okay, he explained to you this has nothing to do with your lawyer right now. Okay?
I don't have a lawyer.
Well, then what lawyer are you referring to?
The one I'm gonna get.
Well, I'm not going to get into all that. I'm asking you if you want to take the test.
Also, I think I should have a lawyer.
He already explained to you. You don't get a lawyer right now. This is part of the. This isn't evidence. This is evidence. It's currently ongoing. It's up to you, but we're not. We're not
What
going to do
do
it
I
again.
say?
It's yes or no. It's your choice. I can't tell you what to say.
So if I.
I explained to you what happens if you say no, though, right? Okay.
So
No,
here's
sure.
also the process. If you choose to sue and test your breath, your test results go with you to court. You choose to refuse, the refusal is documented, and that's also documented in Officer Tyson's case. So.
For us, or it's a no. Yes or no.
No.
Okay.
Okay, and then can I get a lawyer? You guys are leaving? Who?
No, you're staying here.
Documented refusal time.
What?
046.
What happens? You guys, why won't you tell me?
We're explaining it to you.
No, you didn't.
Kristen's case is a stark example of how impaired driving in defiance during a lawful traffic stop can lead to severe legal consequences. What began as a routine traffic stop escalated due to her refusal to cooperate, resulting in compounded penalties. This incident serves as a reminder that compliance and accountability can significantly mitigate the fallout of legal infractions. That wraps up today's episode. How do you think the outcome might have been different if Kristen had remained calm? Let us know your thoughts in the comments as usual. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more stories like this. Your support helps us create more engaging content. Stay tuned for our next episode where we'll explore another intriguing case. Thanks for watching.